Eddie Sullivan is back, but I'm not sure why. I feel like we nailed this last time around, didn't we?
We did. It was one and done, but then I wrote more books, and so I was like, oh, I guess I'll come back since we had so much fun last time.
No, I am thrilled that you came back. I'm very excited to talk to you. I know that we're going to top it, although if the esteemed audience wanted, they could go back to episode 40. Start at the beginning because I'm going to do my best to steer us clear of topics we already covered. You're going to hear the world's most amazing masterclass on author publicity and promotion. In fact, I clipped that separate on YouTube, and I link to that when I teach classes. People have additional questions for me about promotions. I've never heard it better than when Annie Sullivan explained it, and we did a deep dive on that. So check out episode 40. Annie, remind esteemed audience who you are.
Yeah, guys, I'm Annie Sullivan. I'm the author of several young adult fantasy books. My first book, A Touch of Gold, came out in 2018. It's about the cursed daughter of King Midas, who faces pirates, betrayers, and thieves on her quest to get her father's gold back when it gets stolen. My next book, Tiger Queen, just came out last year in 2019. It's a retelling of the infamous short story, The Lady or the Tiger, about a warrior princess who fights suitors in an arena to win her right to rule. And then my third book, which is a sequel to my first book, A Touch of Gold, called A Curse of Gold, is coming out September 22nd. And you can pre-order it right now, and you'll follow Princess Cora as she faces off against the trickiest god the world or the underworld has ever known as she tries to break the curse of the Touch of Gold.
And so obviously my most burning question for you is Tiger King. Is that like a curse or a blessing when you're marketing a book titled Tiger Queen?
Well, let me tell you, I've set up some Google alerts for all of my titles. For any of you listeners who aren't familiar with those, you can type in any sort of words that you want Google to find on the internet. And if there's a new article or news story that features those words, it sends you an email being like, hey, those words you thought you wanted to follow are in this article. And every article I get now is Tiger Queen Carol Baskin, Tiger Queen Carol Baskin. And I'm like, no. Like, this is not helpful. And it doesn't help that for my release party for Tiger Queen, I had a giant, like, life-size tiger cake. Like, it was a tiger-shaped cake. It is amazing. You can check it out on my Instagram.
My son ate 3 pieces. It was amazing.
Oh, it's amazing. So good by Classic Cakes, Bakery in Carmel, Indiana. Who? Shout out. And someone saw a picture of that quite recently when actually the bakery was kind of having an anniversary. They posted a picture, or maybe I did. And someone was like, is that a young Carol Baskin with a tiger? And I was like, okay, great. Now I'm getting called Carol Baskin. Like, oh, man. So it's been a fun ride seeing Tiger Queen. I just want to, like, start photoshopping him into my, like, promotional images and be like, did you like Tiger King? Then check out Tiger Queen. It's got an even better plot.
You should, and you should dress up like Carol Baskin, and somebody will pick that up and run with it.
I do. I mean, if you know anything about me, I'm a little bit famous for how many costumes I have as well. I have an inflatable, like, individual riding a tiger costume. So it's like an inflatable. It looks like you're, like, riding a tiger, and I'm like, man, I should just dress up like Carol Baskin and ride that inflatable tiger and just, like, hold my book up and see so many marketing ideas that I just don't even have time for sometimes. So maybe while in quarantine, you guys will start following my Instagram and you'll be like, she did it. She dressed up like Carol Baskin. So.
Well, I'm going to say your social media has been inspirational during quarantine. I saw you walking around your neighborhood in a T-Rex costume.
Yes, I have an inflatable T-Rex. I just debuted the inflatable Triceratops, which is like 4 times bigger. It is amazing. Yeah, they've got some really cool ones out there. I've got an inflatable alien one that has not made its debut yet. The only problem, it's getting a little hot here in Indiana, and those costumes, like, you start to roast very quickly. So,
alien like versus Ripley or other kind of alien?
It's actually, I would want to say, like, oh, everyone probably saw these ads on Facebook, but I'm realizing they probably didn't because most people probably aren't shopping for lots of inflatable costumes. So they're
No,
probably
everybody else is
targeted
buying
to
toilet
me.
paper and canned foods, and you're trying to find inflatable costumes.
I know. Oh, I saw one the other day. I can't remember what it was, and I was like, oh, I should get it. And then I was like, no, it's a pandemic. I should save my money. And then I was like, oh man. But no, it's like a big alien is behind you, and your head is sticking out of like a small human body that the alien is like carrying. So it looks like it's an alien abduction, and the alien is running off with you, and it's fun. I'll try to like post some pictures, guys, and you can just be like, wow, Annie's weird. But that's okay. I've heard that before from my
Oh,
family.
it's fantastic. When can we expect that to make its official social media debut? Are you
Well,
like counting down to a date?
I don't know. I feel like I should just get it out there then at some point. It's actually, I'll let you in on a secret. I actually bought 3 of them because my grand plan was to have 2 other people at work for our work Halloween party dress up, and then we would all run through and pretend we were being abducted by aliens. Because, it looks way better if there's multiple aliens. So I'll have to do that as like a fan giveaway of like, come be an alien for a day with Annie Sullivan. Like, I'm sure that'll be a big seller.
Person gold is out of this world.
Yes. Actually, I think I did do a piece where there might be one on Instagram in that costume from a while ago. That was like Tiger Queen is out of this world. It was something like that.
If we find it, send it to me. I will replace your author headshot with that picture, and that's what we'll use for the post.
Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna find it. I know it's there somewhere.